Hey, what's up, everyone? Been a while. I'm still around. Um, I just wanted to talk about what's been going on lately. I don't really care that much about politics anymore. I mean, I care, but I don't trust either party. I don't like either party. I don't think either party is really looking out for white people or what's best for us. I don't even think they're looking out for whatever this version of America is supposed to be. I used to watch like Fox News and stuff all the time, but I don't even turn it on anymore because it's like it's pro-Israel bullshit. And I mean, I like Trump and I hate to not support him, but I mean, what's he been doing for us? I like that he's maybe talking about appealing the 14th Amendment. That would be awesome. That would I think that's desperately needed right now. But I mean, we haven't got the wall. We haven't, we didn't stop Obamacare, but that's not a huge concern for me. The Israel love is off the charts. The media hasn't been stopped. All the abuses of the system hasn't been stopped. That the excitement isn't there right now, and I mean, I think it really comes down to this. I mean, if we constantly have two parties where each one thinks the other one's the devil, and each one thinks that they're the best and some savior, I mean, the truth is nothing's gonna get done. You know, um, if both parties came together and tried to work together, they'd be able to solve everything in a day. Like maybe not a day, but a week. I mean, seriously, if both parties came together, everything would get solved. Now, I mean, do you really care how a problem gets solved? Like, if you got something that needs done, do you really care how they do it? I don't. I don't care. Get it done, right? And I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I think it's just a rigged game, and I think that no matter whether the Dems win or the Republicans win, big government wins every time. And the real people in power are way beyond any presidency. And they got control over things like the Federal Reserve and the World Bank. And, the Dems and Republicans are just a little spawn that are popped up so that way we don't question that shit. And instead we, question each side. Obviously, I'm more right leaning. You know me about that. And I still probably will vote right, but you know, um, it's not like we have a lot of options, and that's because of our system where winner takes all. If you do your own research on how it works, basically, like our system, it like guarantees only two sides, and you have to win an election or to get support, you have to appeal to a lot of different groups, and that means when you get more people involved in anything, the original message goes from being smaller and more compact to being bigger and being less effective and weaker. I mean, try to order a pizza, with someone sometime. You and whoever, you'll figure out something, but add a couple more people into it, then add a couple more people into it, and then add a few more people into it, and then you'll just end up with pepperoni, even if everyone there likes, some kind of meat pizza or some pineapple stuff or whatever. I don't like pineapple, but you get what I'm saying there. So that's where it's been. It's kind of hard to get excited because it's like nothing's really gonna change, and I don't know if I don't know what the answer is to that, and I don't know if the solving stuff and getting things what we want. The question becomes this: it's like, all right, if we vote Republican, right, we're gonna get maybe some of what we want. But I mean, the modern day Republican Party is just a less liberal party. I mean, I mean, Republicans failed on drinking, smoking, weed, porn, gay marriage, not that, abortions failed on that, gay marriage, immigration has failed, Obamacare has failed, getting rid of that. I mean, the more you look at it, you just see fail, 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 fail. And I don't like the Dems because, if you look at them, like their whole shit is making everyone equal. What's been made equal ever since the Dems have gotten in power? Black people are fucking worse off than they were before they were voting Dem. Women aren't any more equal. Whatever, ain't more equal. The richest the majority of Dem cities, they have the highest differences between the poorest and the richest. Yeah, you go try to buy a house in California or New York. Tell me how that goes. Same with DC, Chicago, all Dem, all super expensive. So that ain't the answer, and they hate white people anyway because, and I'll tell you the reason why they do. And it's a lot of what they say because they want to get the minority voters and all that. But in places like California, the way their voting system works, and well, I mean everyone's voting system. If you vote for the House and the Senate, it's just a matter on a number of votes. So whoever has the most votes win. So how do you get more people? Well, you encourage your people to have a bunch of babies, or you import millions of them. And that's exactly what the Dems are doing. And if you remember all that stuff about how, oh, well, Hillary won the popular vote, see that's not a mistake that they're pushing that stuff, because what their idea is that every vote should count, right? So what they want to do is they want to make voting on, just a simple one vote system, not the republic where we have. And of course, if they're importing millions of Mexicans in, whatever, they're going to vote for bigger government that gives them more freebies. But, well before it ever gets to any of that point, and, the other thing to keep in mind is that, even if the Dems were able to get almost, as many Hispanics or illegals as they want, the country's not going to survive if a large portion of the population isn't represented. All the Republican states will just split off or something like that, or we'll have a little fight. But that's obviously not going to work. And trying to control people is usually a big failure. We got some family stuff going on and whatever, but I can't even get people in my own family to do things exactly the way I want them, right? And the left and the Dems think that they're going to be able to get millions of strangers from completely different backgrounds, sometimes very bad backgrounds, to get them to do what they want, and they're just going to control them, and that'll never work. So that's where the question comes. It's like, well, we could take the Republicans' road, which is going to be slower, and they're going to keep weakening over time, and until there's eventually just a second liberal party, or we can take the Democrat road, where if we let them, do all they want, they'll destroy the country in record time. I mean, we all know this, but if we want to get change, that has to happen soon, and the sooner it happens with more white people, the better, because in Gen Z, whites are already outnumbered, so. If we can let them destroy the country completely now, it's not going to last very long. And then the next one will be better, and we might be able to save it. But, the question also is, do we really want to save America like it is? I don't. This country sucks right now. I'm tired of the diversity shit. I'm tired of being treated poorly because I'm white. I'm tired of some bonehead bankers destroying the economy and all that. I'm tired of paying stupid taxes and watching propaganda on TV. I'm tired of seeing kids thinking they're women and people being pushed to be gay. Aren't you? I'm tired of it. So, I mean, what are we trying to save? And the answer is not much. We want to save and make something that's already long gone. That doesn't mean it's gone forever, but it's gonna take something probably equally as radical opposing it to get back there. So do we go with the Republicans, who are going to take us a slow road to possible reform, or do we got the Dems, who are going to destroy shit and ruin the country in record time, and maybe we still have the numbers right now and we could put a stop to it, because whites will be the minority in 20 years here in the U.S., maybe less. That's the question, and that's the gamble. I also saw Economic Invisibility. He's our Invincibility. He's a YouTuber. He's kind of, he's kind of in the middle or whatever. Maybe he's right leaning, but you know how it is. He don't mind giving the R's their shit when they deserve it. And he brought up a good point this week. He said, we got to stop relying on political saviors, and he's right about this, right? Like Brazil is relying on Jair to save shit. Italy's relying on Salvini to save shit. The U.S. is relying on Trump to save shit. We got to stop relying on that, because one person doesn't have that much power. We need, unless they want to do full 1488, and hey, I'm cool with that, because we need that. But, we gotta start relying on smartening up the general population and getting them to think, and stop relying on one person who's unlikely to make any super changes, although, some people are doing good. But, we gotta we got to come to our own rescue. You know, we got to save our own asses before we want someone else to do it. So I encourage you to watch that video, and it's definitely something worth considering.